Hello and welcome to Eye on the Eagle.
In world news, we have experienced many natural disasters this season. Here's Trey with a great story written by Jesse Richburg.
Over the past few months, the world has been affected by many natural disasters. One of the most recent natural disasters was a hurricane, Hurricane Nate. It has already messed up many things in its path. Mexico has already been hit by many natural disasters this year. In addition to these hurricanes, the world has also gone through wildfires. Wildfires are caused by dry conditions and strong gusts of wind. California recently went through this and has at least killed 31 people.
We have a new extracurricular activity at Airport. Here's Alex with the scoop.
There are many different programs throughout Airport High School. One you may not know about is the Raider team. They are a brand new team that started this year. They practice every Tuesday and Thursday after school. I decided to take an inside look to provide the details. They do push-ups, sit-ups, 1 mile run, and some days they do the tower flip. They also have the 5K march. They are training for competitions they will be doing later on this year. They need 9 people to compete, but they need 2 girls to have a full group. You can go to Chief to find out more details.
Wow, thank you, Alex. It amazes me how much time and effort these young women and men put into the program.
Yes, the JROTC puts in as much time and physical commitment as any sports team. South Carolina is a state rich in tradition, from Gamecock and Tiger football, a state with natural beauty from the mountains to the beach. We hold a state fair in the Midlands every October. We all look forward to the fair and a little crisp fall air after a long, hot summer. Here's Carter and the Blue Crew team with the story.
Hello, Airport. I'm here with Nancy Smith, the assistant manager of the South Carolina State Fair. So, Miss Nancy, how are you doing today?
I am well, Carter. We're glad to have you with us.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate the honor of you letting us come in before the fair even started.
Good.
And, how long have you been working here?
Well, I'm getting pretty old. I'm getting on up there a little bit. I've been with the fair about 35 years, so I've been in several different departments at the South Carolina State Fair.
Could you list a couple of those just to let people know?
Sure, I got my start in the home and craft department where all the yummy cakes are and all the baked goods and canning and woodworking and all those kind of fun things. And then I started booking entertainment and exhibits full time with the fair and did a little bit of marketing and advertising and sponsorship and assistant manager now. So I've been through a few of the little ranks over there.
All right, so you've practically been in every building around here.
I have. I know them well.
Well, just to go ahead and get this out of the way, do you have a favorite building?
Oh.
Or one that you'd recommend to people who haven't been to the fair before?
Oh, that's a tough question, Carter. Well, I think we'll take a trio of buildings, maybe the Canty building, Ellison building, and Moore building. I cheated a little bit on that. So if you do all of those, you get a good, well-rounded picture of what the fair's all about.
All right. Well, Since the fair hasn't started yet, what are you doing at this current stage, if you're allowed to tell us?
Sure. Yeah, well, the fair is October 11th through 22nd, and we're just started taking in fine art and student art are coming in. We're getting ready, getting everything situated to start judging that. In a few days, everything in the home and craft department and also in the agriculture department will come in. And in the other buildings, we're just getting everything ready, getting all the pipe and drape up. The guys are outside getting all of the livestock areas ready, just sprucing up the whole grounds in anticipation for this year's fair, which is Feel Good About Fun.
All right, that's really interesting. Is there anything else you'd like to tell anybody that's
Yes.
watching?
Sure, I'd like to tell them why you can feel good about coming fun and coming to the South Carolina State Fair.
Right.
Because did you know, if you watch our little advertising and commercials and stuff like that, did you know that the South Carolina State Fair is a self-sustaining charitable organization? And since 1997, we've given back over $3 million to educate South Carolina's young adults. So you can feel really good about coming to the fair this year and having fun, because guess what? You're making a difference in South Carolina's future.
Well, that's really, really interesting. Is there any certain charities or anything?
It's just the South Carolina State Fair Ride of Your Life Scholarship Fund. So we give away 50 individual $6,000 scholarships every year to graduating seniors that attend an in-state school or university.
All right. Well, that's very interesting. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to everybody coming and feeling good about fun.
Barbara Crenshaw, how are you doing today, man?
I'm fine. Nice to meet you.
It's good to meet
Well,
you
it's
too.
like I've met you before, but nice to meet you today.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
There you go.
Well, what do you do here at the South Carolina State Fair?
I am the superintendent for the student art exhibit for the South Carolina State Fair. I take in, or my staff and I take in rather, all the student work throughout South Carolina that teachers enter or they individually enter and bring here. And we process the work and get it ready. And we'll be hanging and displaying things in cases back there, and have panels that we will be hanging things on.
Okay, well, how long have you been working here? And can you tell us your kind of story through the fair?
Well, let's see. I've been superintendent since '06, so that's 11 years I've been superintendent. And before that, I worked 3 or 4 years for the former superintendent. And how I got involved in that was his wife was my student teacher at Creighton. And so she told me about working out there with him. So in the afternoons, I'd leave school and I would come out here and do what my staff does, which is, tag work and get things ready for the judges and then display the work and, the things. If I tell my staff, there's nothing that I ask them to do that I haven't already done and still do at times. So,
Would you call yourself a tough boss?
well, sometimes I am. I expect things to be done the way I ask. Yes, I mean, and I do have been known to fuss at people at times about stuff, because for me, the student art is very important. Just like when I talk in my classroom, my student work, it was very important to me. Those were my children, my babies, and that's the way I feel about here. These are my kids, and this work is very important. So like I told you a little while ago, it's like I tell my staff every year that the most important thing to remember is I want every piece treated just like you do like you would a professional piece, because to the student, it's as important to them as any of the stuff over in fine arts is for the adults. And I enter my work so I can say that in case so.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I as a teacher felt it was very important that I model the fact that I am an artist as well as a teacher. And so I would always do a piece and I'd take it to my room after I had it matted and framed before I was going to take it to the fair, and I would share it with my students so that they knew that, I am an artist as well as a teacher.
It's really inspirational.
So I tried.
Well,
I enjoyed teaching very much. I really did.
That's nice. Well, on the topic of teaching and art, have you seen?
Thanks, Carter, for that awesome behind-the-scenes look at the fair.
Noah Gonzalez went to Springdale Elementary School like many of you. He went back this week to take a look at the renovations that are underway. Here's Noah with the scoop.
All over our district, the MBCon Construction Company has been working diligently on renovating our schools. This company has produced many architectural masterpieces, including but not limited to Fort Jackson, Shaw Air Force Base, Columbia Mall, Clemson Memorial North Stands, and the Village at Sandhills. We are happy to see that this wonderful company is working on making Springdale Elementary better. With a historical connection to the Doolittle Raiders, you can expect this project to be done just in time for the new school year.
Thanks so much, Noah. The district is doing so many incredible things to improve our schools. We can't wait for you to report back when the renovations are complete. In sports, we had several Eagle wins and a couple of tough losses. The football team won, the JV girls volleyball team won, and no news from cross country, but they will compete again this week, and we look forward to bringing you the story. Unfortunately, our varsity Lady Eagles fell to Chapin 3-1. The girls played their hearts out, and that concludes this season.
Airport varsity volleyball has been fairly successful this season. They recently took on Gilbert and North Augusta. So far this season, Kalia Corbett leads the team in kills, Caitlin Amick leads in blocks, and libero Allie Spires leads with an impressive 256 digs.
The football team defeated Aiken in an elite and well-deserved win. The final score was 14-6. As always, we had a dedicated crowd of parents and Blue Crew caravan to Aiken for the Elite Eagle victory. Good luck tonight to our football team as we take on South Aiken at home. It's senior night and all of our seniors will be recognized. This is our last conference game in Class 4A before we head out to Chapin next week. We are taking the Spirit Bus to Doug Bennett Field at Chapin High School for a match up between the Eagles.
Oi mateys, I'm Mike Dundee. I'm the spokesperson for the Outback Steakhouse. And today, I was sponsored to go check out the Airport High School Student Government section. Now I heard they're a very important specimen, they're very kind, and I've heard that they do many things for Camp Chemo. I want to go check it out. Let's go.
Everybody's on our side, where is the party? The party's over here. P-A-R-T-Y, party's on our side, where is the party? The party's over here. Then you do the sample, do the sample. Airplanes, smashes to a freeway lane, smashes to a freeway lane. James got pain, James got a pain. Tarzan's got a tan, Tarzan's got a tan. Shampoo, shampoo, swimming in the ocean blue, swimming in the ocean blue, smash into a canoe, smash into a canoe. Now Shamu's gonna sue, now Shamu's gonna sue. And Jane's got pain, and Jane's got pain, and Tarzan's got a tan, and Tarzan's got a tan. Cheetah, cheetah, walking down the street, walking down the street, jamming to the beat, jamming to the beat. Cheetah is Lolita. Cheetah is Lolita.
Be safe and have a great weekend, Eagles.
See you next week.
Toodles.
I sure can say it. Alright,
The next word was the.
listen.
Do we take two. Was that all?
No.
Oh, okay.
We were only able to grab a little footage as our camera crew couldn't travel.
Insert football.
Oi Billy, come here.
We need to use Jerry Jones. Making me trigger. Ha!